You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Yeah, he is kind
Georgie
of
was working for me.
filling things in, yeah.
But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
Yep.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Never.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
I was attacked.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes.
Yeah,
it's
carried
true.
away.
Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
It's true.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
Nope.
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
This guy is
Right,
such...
and you kept them in debt so they
sleazeball.
couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
You prey on
When
the
your
weak.
government abandoned
You're
you,
crooked.
left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you,
Only because you had friggin'
Yes, but
Wasn't I? Crane was the one who let this
Crane
town
in
go
your
to the
pocket.
fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
exactly. Really.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but
I should have
Bigby
destroyed it.
refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not
And I should have
why.
done it.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had
Wow.
nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town.
She does.
And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Even the ones I don't like.
And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you.
It's true.
We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
It's true.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town
Yes.
is over.
Yes.
And
Join
those
us.
girls will have their justice.
Yes. Even Auntie Greenleaf. Oh, yes, this feels good.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if
Yeah,
Bigby weren't
this
the only
isn't
one
like
to
a
whom
U.S.
Georgie
court of
spoke.
law, so I don't think it
Especially
matters.
given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've
I don't
done
know
to
what
this
he's talking about
fucking
exactly, but
town.
I'm assuming.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
Yeah, like
How
what?
about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
I think
That was
Bluebeard.
Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Yeah, we didn't even want him to do it.
Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Yep.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
Yep.
It was for his own protection.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So,
This guy's
you
really
won't
trying
answer
it.
for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I did not order those two
Yes,
girls
you did.
dead.
You're just trying to talk
It
your way out of it.
simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To
three.
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
We lashed our ropes to
turning
this
into a
diseased
clusterfuck.
world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you?
Oh.
Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny?
I don't know about
me,
any of that,
Who will
but
pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
it
Who
hasn't.
will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Calm down, Bigby.
Who
I know
will
you
be
want to
the-
attack
Bigby!
me.
Miss White!
Nerissa.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
God, what is she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Okay.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't know
Just
what
shut
it-
up.
Yes,
You
thank you.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out
Yes,
of line.
you tell 'em,
and
Nerissa.
we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Yes.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Vivian killed
Sheriff,
herself.
this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
you- It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker.
Yes.
Faith and
Yes.
Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it.
Yes.
Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it.
There we
It was
go.
always
I'm
him.
winning the crowd. Oh,
Georgie would
yeah.
have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Nice.
Did you now?
Yes.
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it. right?
Throw him down the witching well.
Yep.
No,
let's
that's
do it.
too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
No.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
We're gonna
So
improve this
quick to
place.
latch onto whatever will keep your miserable
We're gonna make things
lives
better.
afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Yep.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
I agree. We
can
don't.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit
So
already?
we get rid of him.
Danger.
Get him out of
Okay.
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you
We should
aren't
vote.
suggesting yourself.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really.
Oh God,
He should
I
be
have to make the
judge.
choice.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
I've been doing my best not to
Are you
kill
sure?
people.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Man,
No.
Just do what you think is right.
I know Snow wants him dead. Other people want him dead.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Wow.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him.
We gotta lock him up. I just don't.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Oh. Oh, good, good. Thank you. Down the witching well with you. Yes.
There you are. I hope you all remember this
Okay,
moment.
do I get the option to pull him
Think
in?
of me when you try to sleep.
Yes.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This
Yes.
isn't the way, Sheriff.
You asked me to decide.
Yes. There's a way.
All right. Do it.
Lock him up. For eternity. I look pretty well for somebody a day later after getting beaten up, shot, and stabbed or whatever. Oh, there's the crooked man.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna say goodbye to all the
Great.
people who are going back to the farm. Hates to have to send people there.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Down we go to the truck.